Hello, welcome to the Accountant Guy. Today we are going to learn how to add two numbers together in Notion. Adding two numbers together in Notion is a really simple task. This can be accomplished with the use of add operator in Notion. Let's begin. In order to find the sum of numbers in one database, we will follow a three-step approach as follows. Step 1. We need to create a database to hold the data to find the sum of two numbers. Step 2. Set up the database correctly. Step 3. Put the desired formula that will help us find the sum of two numbers. Step 1. How to create a database in Notion. Before creating a database, let's first understand what is a database. In Notion, a database is a collection of data that can be structured and organized in a variety of ways. It's a powerful feature that allows users to create custom databases to store, manage, and track information in a structured and organized manner. A Notion database is made up of a collection of properties that define the different types of data that can be stored within it. How to create a database in Notion. In order to add a database in Notion, simply type /database and you will get a list of options for adding a database in Notion. Select Database inline and you can add a database to your Notion page quickly. Next, we will set up the database correctly to find the sum of two numbers. Step 2. Setting up the database correctly. In any database that you ever create, there will always be a default property which is the first column of the database. This property will always have the type as title, which can't be changed. In this example, we are writing the test name in the first column. Here's what we will require in our database to find the sum of two papers in a database. 1. Test, title property. 2. Paper 1, number property. 3. Paper 2, number property. 4. Formula 1, formula property. 5. Formula 2, formula property. How to add the properties in a database in Notion. In order to add properties in a database in Notion, click on the plus symbol at the top right end of a database. Once selected, you will get a list of options to choose from to select the property type. Select the number property and name it Paper 1. Now we have test, title, and Paper 1, number, set up in the database. Note, the test name is the first column of the database, which is the default property that is created when we create a new database. Now the next step is to find the sum of two numbers in the database with the use of a formula. Here, we are going to use two different formulas to find the sum of two numbers in Notion. Add two more properties and set the property type as formula as shown below. Step 3. Finding the sum of two numbers in Notion. Once our database is set up, we need to figure out which formula to use to find the sum of two numbers in Notion. Formula 1. Simply add all numbers together in Notion. This is a basic formula that essentially works on the following logic. Add all the numbers together with the use of the plus sign. Here's the first formula we are going to use to find the sum of two numbers using Notion. Prop, paper 1, plus prop, paper 2. Formula 2. Use of add function to find the sum of two numbers in Notion. The second formula will also work on the same logic of finding the sum of all the numbers. For finding the sum of two numbers, Notion has another built-in operator to help us find the sum of numbers, i.e. add. Essentially, add function helps to add two numbers together. Important, add will take two parameters inside and will give the output. For example, add 1 3 equals 4. Add I love Notion equals I love Notion. Now in order to add the two numbers together, that is paper 1 and paper 2, we would use the following formula. Add prop paper 1 prop paper 2. Here's what we learned about finding the sum of two numbers in Notion. We have used two formulas to find the sum of two numbers in a database. 1. Prop number 1 plus prop number 2. 2. Add prop number 1 prop number 2.